It is a beautiful morning in the city on my walk to go get some coffee. Last night, chilled a little bit, went to the Giants game. That was fun. And when I logged back onto social media this morning, I noticed that people are still beating the same dead horses over and over and over again. We get it. Trey Lance wasn't good on Sunday. I think that's been covered. I think that the obvious answer there is he needs more reps, and the 49ers don't really have the capacity to give him those reps right now, so he better make the most out of these final two preseason games. So let's see how that turns out. Brock Purdy, yeah, he's practicing every day. He's looking solid. He's making some mistakes at practice, but it's practice. People still trying to take every practice and make it a referendum on individual players. It's getting tiring. Let's just be honest about that. So in the interest of talking about something substantive that matters, how about we discuss the 49ers nickelback situation? Because that's where competition is actually going on. Steve Wilks, their defensive coordinator, straight up called out Isaiah Oliver yesterday. Said that he needs to see more consistency out of the veteran that the 49ers signed from Atlanta this offseason. Kyle Shanahan said that Isaiah Oliver is not guaranteed a starting spot, despite the fact he's got $4 million guaranteed on his contract. The 49ers are talking about moving Deshaun Jameson into the nickelback spot. The undrafted free agent out of Texas is a definite contender for the football team there. They're talking about moving Deommodore Lenoir into the nickelback spot. That's also a possibility for the 49ers. You remember, Deommodore Lenoir was their week one starter at nickel last year. The only way that would happen, though, is if Ambry Thomas or Samuel Womack impress enough at outside corner that in nickel packages you could kick Lenoir inside. AJ Parker, another name to watch out for, maybe even Quantrez Knight. The point is that the 49ers have a lot of young options for their secondary, all of whom are promising players in coverage. That's the key here, in coverage, because I don't think Isaiah Oliver is a great player in coverage. He's a bigger body for the nickel position, played almost a glorified linebacker role for the Falcons last year, and I think the 49ers are having some issues with his dependability in coverage because he is that bigger body and may not have the short area quickness to move with some of the smaller slot receivers in the NFL. So here's my take. I think Steve Wilks is a creative guy. He runs a ton of exotic coverages on the back end. He's going to be creative with how the 49ers defend teams, and you have to be creative since offenses are so creative in the modern day NFL. And with that in mind, I think that Steve Wilks is going to mix and match. I think that Isaiah Oliver, assuming he makes the team, I guess we can't be sure about anything right now. We're going to have to see how the 49ers operate, but given those $4 million guaranteed, I've talked about him being a missile near the line of scrimmage before. I think you use him in base packages. He's a little bit bigger, gives you some versatility against big slots in the run. And then against nickel packages, you put your best three coverage corners on the field. So if you're the 49ers, your best three coverage corners might be Deommodore Lenoir, Ambry Thomas, and of course, Charvarius Ward. That's what they have to determine here over the next couple weeks, and of course, over these preseason games. And to me, that's a lot more intriguing than a quarterback battle that's not a battle, that people just kind of fabricated out of thin air. It was going to be Purdy the whole time. I get it. Quarterback 2 is still up for grabs, but I mean, we've known the parameters for that for a long time too. Trey Lance is going to have to be better. He's going to have to show a higher floor to be quarterback 2. We'll see what happens on Saturday against the Broncos, but also pay attention to the defensive side of the ball and pay attention to the breakfast sandwich that I got this morning here in San Francisco. You guys know that I like to take you through some food options. Well, today, Sister's Coffee Shop right here on Valencia in the Mission was a good one. This one was a really good one. So check it out.